Hey guys, this is Locke. This is going to be my Dwayne review. This video is actually going to be two parts. The first part is going to be the review of Dwayne and his EX job and his EX job skills. The second part is going to be a counter idea of using Dwayne and a dark team to counter the new unkillable Zazan. So first of all, I'm going to go over Dwayne and his EX job skills. I'm not going to go over his primary skills because I hope people are already used to it. But in his EX, he gets three new skills, well, or two upgrades and one new skill. The first upgrade is that it enhances the darkness skill to also destroy barriers. So the eternal darkness skill basically inflicts disable with a 25% chance. It has this range with a height range of 1 and area range of 1, and it's quite a nice skill. I mean, I like the skill. I use it quite a bit when I was using Dwayne, and now it additionally also destroys any barriers. It destroys the barriers first before it does the damage. Um, One of the main reasons I like Niblu is because of her barrier breaking skills, and so having other units that can do that is obviously very good. And so I really like this upgrade for him. The second upgrade is for his knighthood passive. It now increases his slash resistance and pierce resistance by an additional 10%. The original skill increased defense, and I believe that was it actually. Yeah, yeah. The original skill increased defense by 15, so now he gets 15 defense, 10 slash resist, and 10 pierce resist. The third skill, or the new skill that he gets at job level 25, level 120, is it lowers slash resist by 25% for 3 turns and then deals damage. Um, I think this overall EX upgrade for him is very, very good. First of all, obviously, it increases availability because it gives him additional slash and pierce resist. He was already a pretty, he wasn't really a tank, but he was pretty bruisery because he had so much defense in his kit, and he has skills like Dark Mental that increases his defense even more, defense and spirit. Um, and now with the enhancement, especially to slash, which is very, very common, and pierce damage, he holds up a lot better. Obviously, with his EX, he's going to get a bump to all his main stats like HP and attack, um, and luck and dexterity. So he is. Uh, in addition, I like what I really like about his EX with regards to stat increase is this +4 agility, because I found that, I mean, he was okay with agility, but uh, a lot of units just outpaced him, and so +4 agility to me is really nice. I think it was a really nice way to round him out. That probably like pushed his EX from good to like really good with the addition of the +4 agility. That's how I feel. But anyway, overall, the reason I think he's very good is because he's able to um, reduce enemies' damage mitigation by, you know, so many different factors. Like first of all, he has what is it called? Like a defense penetration with his where is it, atonement skill? Yes, he increases defense penetration, basically defense piercing. So even if the enemies have high defense, he can go through that damage. So he can go through that defense and still do good damage. He can lower enemies' dark resist. So there are quite a few ways to increase your dark resistance because, for example, Sakura's skill increases three different resists, and I have seen people use Sakura to specifically increase your dark resist. People are using, different espers and putting up dark resist nodes because they foresee that they would be fighting a lot of Black Rosalina, for example. So they're like, "Oh, I want to increase the dark resist for that reason." So he is able to pierce that dark resistance. And now, if enemies have high slash resist, he can pierce that too. And with the slash resist and dark resist skills, sorry, the uh, this skill that lowers slash resist and this skill that lowers dark resist, even if they have zero uh, to any of these resistances, these will do even more damage because this actually lowers the resistances. It's not a resist penetration. So I think lowering resist is so much better than resist penetration, because if someone's resistance is 0 and you have, say, like 50% resist penetration, it actually does absolutely nothing. Whereas if you have, say, minus 30% lowering of that resistance, even if you have 0 resist or minus 10 resist, that will additionally lower the resistance by the set amount. So if you had minus 10 dark resist, this will now go from minus 10 to, say, minus 40 if this goes minus 30. So the lowering resist skills are very, very important and very, very good, because it basically increases your overall damage. Now, why I really like Dwayne is because of his vision card support. He can be used as like a carry for your team in a double quicken team, because, as I mentioned already, he has all these ways of getting past the damage mitigation factors. So he will still be able to, you know, do damage no matter what. Almost, if even if you have barriers, he can remove those barriers. He can reduce defense. Well, he can penetrate defense. He can reduce slash resist. He can reduce dark resist. Those are basically all the ways that you can try to mitigate his damage, and he goes through. By the way, his mastery skill also. Um, uh, uh, his mastery skill also gives defense penetration as well. Just go look at that. Yep. So increases his own defense piercing rate by 20. So there you go. So with the vision card support that I was talking about, like, you have all these dark cards that basically uh, let you use them as a very good carry. Like, for example, this card is really, really good because it gives you additional agility in both the main stat of +3 and an additional 8% agility. It increases its max HP. It gives some slash attack up by 35%, and it increases HP and flat attack and all those things. You can combine that card with this card. Like, you can have somebody else hold this, and so he gets dark attack +35 and he gets slash attack +35. So +70 to his modifier. In addition to that, you can also have him or somebody else holding this card, which increases attack by an additional 35%. So all of these stack, right? And if you have Dwayne hold this, he gets dark attack +20. You can have somebody else hold this card. Maybe if you have like a whole all dark team, you can have maybe Ruinstern hold this card, or Venera hold that card, and you can have somebody else hold this card. So you will have a very, very strong Dwayne that's going to do a ton of damage because of all the dark attack, slash attack, attack up modifiers that are on him. So I think with all that, I think he is going to be a huge force to reckon with. Like, he is, I mean, obviously he plays different from Zazan. Zazan is good because he has very high evade and he's able to basically have to kill him 3 times for most characters. You have to kill him 3 times. But Dwayne is just going to do a ton of damage, similar to Black Rose Helena, and it's going to be very hard for you to build your resistances to mitigate his damage because he's able to get past most of them. Now, that said, I feel like a lot of people are really going to be going for Zazan, because Zazan is just very strong. I mean, you haven't really had a character before that has, like, move 4, jump 2, uh, and has high agility, and you have to kill him many times, and he has high evasion. So I feel like a lot of people, especially at the like higher levels of class match, are really going to be interested in going for him. So I want to share ideas on how you can fight that team. And when I was building Dwayne and I was thinking of ideas, this idea came to me and I thought it was really nice. First of all, I want to share one test that I did. I'm not going to redo the test, but I'm just going to go over it very quickly so that you can see the result of it. So I had 2B with the full evasion build. I had Dwayne with absolutely no accuracy. Well, he has a little bit of accuracy from this, but it wasn't enough. He still had 0% chance to hit. And on the first turn for 2B, I used the re-raise TMR. So she has re-raise now, and Dwayne, on the very first turn, he used this skill. Where is it? Magic Infuse, which removes re-raise from target. So the point of this test was to show that even if he had 0% chance to hit, he still removed re-raise. Now that's going to come in handy when you're fighting against other units with the zombie TMR, or if you're fighting Zazan, who has the re-raise skill already, he used the re-raise skill. So even if you have a Dwayne with zero accuracy, you can still use the uh, magic infused skill to remove that re-raise from Zazan. So now you only have to kill him twice instead of one. And this is going to be guaranteed to remove that effect regardless of what your accuracy is. And even if he had a perfect dodge, because, I mean, he doesn't. But if you have another unit like Federica or, um, Tubi, who is able to proc her reflex and dodge it, it will still remove the re-raise. So I thought that was really nice. It's a nice added bonus. So this is the team that I kind of came up with, and this is a 220 cost team. I feel like the cost is a nice way to kind of limit the power of these some of these 100 cost units. So the idea behind this team, of course, is again, my Dwayne is able to have the magic infused to remove re-raise from Zalzan. Um, I feel like his accuracy is pretty high because of the dark unit accuracy up from this vision card. He has plus 40 accuracy from Alexandrite ring. He has a bit more accuracy that's coming from the sword. It's going to be halved, but it's a nice added benefit. He has Odin with all accuracy nodes, so I believe that he should at least have like a 50% chance to hit, maybe more, but I'm hoping it's at least 50%. But even if he misses, he can at least remove that re-raise. Now, second, I have Garvel here, and with my choice of vision cards, he's going to be doing a lot of damage, and because of uh, the the TMR that I've equipped, uh, I'm hoping that he's able to at least two shot Zazan if not one shot him, because Zazan doesn't have as much HP as some of the other EX units, especially for like um like he has less HP, like less base HP than the regular Salsa. So I'm hoping that this kind of build uh is able to at least have a good chance of going against a Zazan evade kind of team. But that's the idea. I mean, Garvel obviously has a skill that does guaranteed hit. He has the detonation blast skill that can do that. Um, it has guaranteed hit, and uh, I have one Quicken on the team, which is Phoebe, so maybe I can use Quicken to get in two hits or something. Um, uh, and I mean, this team is not really even centered around Garvel. I have two main carries, both Dwayne and Garvel, and I have a Keenblade in there as well. So I don't know. I feel like this might be a good team to try out in CM. Keeping in mind that I'll probably be facing a lot of these unkillable Zazan teams. So I shared another idea yesterday where I was saying, hey, like we are getting Kowal soon, so he might be a direct counter to Zazan, and people were saying that actually he's not very good, and I'm not sure because I feel like uh, personally, I really like snipers, but it could be that he isn't good. Maybe his damage is just on the weaker side, even compared to units like Niblu or something. I'm not sure. I mean, I really have to wait to see. But that was one idea, and this is another idea. Uh, and I mean, I'm just looking to like I these are ideas. I have to actually test it out in battle to know how they do. But I want to share these ideas anyway because maybe you guys can test it out too, or maybe you can use a different unit. Maybe you can use like Black Rose Helena instead of Garvel with the regular Zazan, and maybe the regular Zazan can hold a Keen Blade or something. There are so many different comps you can do, but this is just an idea that I was thinking of, and I wanted to share it. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this review and also the counter Zazan idea. If you have any other questions or comments, please let me know. I will see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye.